Dude, there's just something about the A7V that I love. It was something that I really liked about the A7 IV as well. Like, don't get me wrong, the FX3 is amazing. It's Sony-wise the best cinematic run and gun content creator, like full-time professional content creator camera that's like really focused in video side of things. I mean, to be honest, like it even does photos well, but there's just something about the Alpha series camera body that I love. It's light. It's got that photography-esque feel. It's like the grip, the viewfinder. I was a big fan of the A7 IV. That just like content creator hybrid, the crazy 33 megapixel photos on top of the video benefits and the camera. And this thing just went up and it's just, oh, it's got me fucking sold, dude. Beautiful. So as of lately, this has been, was this lens already dirty, dude? I just put it on. Yeah, as of lately, this has been part of the morning routine. As I've been streaming more and then posting more content as a result of that, or I've been trying to be more active, I guess, on posting content. I've been working on videos after Megan and the kid leave, whether that be a stream highlight, a skit. Today I put out like a little tips video. But yeah, since Battlefield 6 came out and I've been actively streaming, especially here on YouTube, I've created this routine where I wake up early every day, hang out with the fam for a little bit. Once they leave, I get to working on a video, chopping up clips from the last night. I then render it, put it on my iPad, and then that's when I go head down to the gym to where I will start walking for a little bit. I'll post everything to the socials, and then I get done with that. Sauna, shower, into the stream we go. Lately, over the last couple of months with Battlefield being out, this has been the editing setup. I have been editing on the main PC a little bit, but for the most part, this is where we've been creating things. We got the couch out of here with the TV, got a couple of the Christmas decorations down. I can't believe we don't have them all up yet. Like Christmas is literally around the corner. But yeah, I've opened up this room, got the couch out of here. We're gonna get a beanbag in here. It's just nice in the mornings or the evenings to just hang out here, get a little bit of work done, throw something on the TV, and then the kid can just roam absolutely free, just run like the fucking wind. So yeah, now it's time to stop yapping, stop updating this vlog, and go live. We got the group back together today. One of the homies has been gone on a little trip for the last week. So all the boys are gonna be back today, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Okay, real quick before your boy goes live, gotta get some food in me. So this year, a few of us homies pushed each other to take our health a lot more serious, and I did a challenge called 75 Hard. Lost like 30 something pounds along the way. And then I've been fairly active at things, but dude, Thanksgiving has gotten me so lazy. I feel like I've gained like 100 pounds back already. So I'm locking in over the next few months doing a little thing. Like, it's hard to call it a challenge, but there's this podcast called Mind Pump, and these guys have like a huge resume in the fitness space, coming from different backgrounds, and they're just like a really good, accurate group of dudes that don't overcomplicate things. And they talked about this simple thing on one of their most recent podcasts where it was like, for the next 3 months, don't weigh yourself, don't take progress photos, like take that on day one, but for 3 months, don't stress it. Don't overcomplicate the workouts, just doing specific lifts. And it's really simple. Eat 3 meals a day. And if you're a girl, try to shoot for around 30 grams of protein each meal. And if you're a guy, try to shoot around 50 grams of protein each meal. And then once a day, have a protein shake or a protein bar. So for the mornings, I'm doing what I did on 75 Hard anyways, which is eggs, egg whites, 1/2 serving oatmeal, and 1/2 serving of Justin's peanut butter. I know it sounds crazy, but don't knock it till you try it. But I wanna come in swinging into the 2026 year, keep the momentum going. I don't wanna lose track of everything that I've already worked for and accomplished this year. And with streaming, man, you gotta get it in. My problem lately is that I don't eat enough during the day, and then certain days a week, I justify overeating like a maniac lately ever since Thanksgiving. So having my little protein bowl right before we go live with the boys. By the way, this camera so far, it's just so nice. It just brings back so many memories of like shooting with something like this. I don't know, it's just so cool. Okay, W little stream today. Still got the homies up on the background, give them a little love. I ended a little early today, so that way I could work some more with this, put together this video. So now that I have this camera and the ZVE1 and the FX3 and the FX30, now I have a camera for like every single situation. So I'm gonna finally do something that I meant to do a while ago and kit this camera up. Okay, so here's everything that's gonna be going on this bad boy here. Little grip, front facing monitor, monitor for the camera, HDMI cable to the camera, mount, microphone. Let's get that going right here. 3, 2, 1. Hell yeah, brother. Come on, what are we talking about? A mobile fucking station. Okay, so my thoughts after a couple days with the Sony A7V or Sony A75. By the way, it's actually crazy that we have gotten that far down the line now. It's insane. Now, the reasons why I got it may differ from other people, but this is just coming from the perspective of somebody who is a full-time content creator and also somebody who's a little bit of a hobbyist as well. At the end of the day, the upgrades between the 4 and the 5 are substantial if you're really paying attention, but I would honestly still recommend the 4 to a lot of people, especially a lot of people that are trying to save money. But for those who are really focused more on video quality and not necessarily photo quality, like people who are still heavily video focused first creators, I would still recommend the ZVE1. It's an amazing camera. Now, however, for me, this is my favorite content creator focused camera. Like, don't get me wrong, the FX3 is still insane. Obviously, from like the highest end potential perspective, it's like the best, right? At least for a Sony camera. Like Canon's new camera is probably slightly better but with the new AI features, the new stabilization, some of the minor upgrades, the battery life, the 4K 60 without being cropped. Also too, I just love this. I don't know why. Like I'm so happy that they added this. If I had to reset in 2026 to just one camera, I personally, with the price point, would probably just go with the A7V. Really, I think the only overkill thing on this is like the megapixels. But if you're a content creator that maybe has a professional job being a photographer as well, like that works perfect for you. Like the reality is the A7S3, the FX3, the ZVE1, when you're talking just like content creators making some social media posts, the megapixels for the photography side of things, like 12 megapixels is just enough for social media. And by the way, I want to point out too, that just because this is my preference, like this is what gets me excited to have like a best all-around run and gun camera for me and what I want to accomplish with why I purchased the A75, doesn't mean it's like the best camera in general. I'm by no means saying that this is the best all-around camera for content creators. The best camera for content creators is the one that you can actually afford and can use. For some people, that might be a cell phone. For others, it might be the Canon GX7 or whatever that's been laying around for years. For myself, my likes, my dislikes, I've missed having this camera body. As I've had the FX3 for a while now, and now the ZVE1, I've missed having a viewfinder. I've missed having that hybrid photography, videography, like camera feel. Again, I know that the FX3 can take photos. I'm just saying for me and my preferences, I just missed having this type of camera body feel in my creative arsenal. As of now, like the video is too soon to say like if it's worth upgrading from the 4 to this. As a creative, whenever I try to answer some of these questions, I typically view it from the perspective of somebody that's like still up and coming. Like, dude, maybe you're just a successful creative and you have a lot of money to blow and it's tax season and you want to upgrade. In that case, like, fuck yeah, dude, upgrade the camera. For a lot of people, like, dude, you can still do so much with like the A7 III to this day, let alone the 4 and now the 5. One of the #1 YouTubers in the last couple of years is just a guy out in Alaska that films himself on GoPros. That one of the most popular streamers right now is like a VTube streamer, like a PTube streamer, whatever Peanut is. I just always remind people of the argument that we as creatives we stress too much about the tech and the gear, and we pixel peep a lot. I feel like that has really died down over the last 5 years with the push of vertical content. But nonetheless, you'll still have the random professionals in your YouTube comments trying to tell you every analytical data based on science as to why you should be using this camera over that camera. Guys, at the end of the day, if you're creating content that people fuck with and you're happy with the content, that's all that matters. I'm excited to test this thing out. This has been the first camera in a while that's launched, and I'm just like, it's kind of lit a fire under my ass to get some of this content cooking again. Anyways, I need to stop yapping, get some content done, update you guys here in a little bit. Now, I'm not gonna get into the specifics of this right now, but let me know if you guys would ever be interested in like a dedicated video on exactly what's on this rig. One thing I have missed about not having a A7 IV or a A7S III is the mode dial, dude. So on the FX3 and the FX30, the mode dial is a button. So you have to press the button and you can scroll and select shit in there. But just having a dedicated dial at the top where you can program some things. Again, I wanna make it very clear. I know that you could just hit the button on the FX3 and you can program things down in the menu and whatnot, and you can select like manual modes and movie modes. But again, having a little switch, a little dial, just makes things a lot easier. Okay, we're really gonna be testing some of the low light features on this today, that's for sure. Okay, so I just got done recording a little skit that I had an idea for today. Now I'm gonna get ready to edit it, which is perfect timing because the kid and wife are about to be home. One big thing that I've really tried to accomplish this year is having a balance between things. I feel kind of bad, honestly, throughout the years, how much I've like neglected time just in like the relationship because I've been grinding. Although I really do try to spend time with Megan, but dude, ever since having Ivan, and especially as he's like really started to move from like being a newborn to a baby to a toddler, I don't want to waste any moment, man. Last week, I almost competed in the World Series Battlefield thing, which got delayed, but I started having to stream in the evenings and practice with a team. And it just wasn't my thing, man. I know that all of this shit is just gonna pass by. And before I know it, like, he won't be a baby anymore. He'll be a kid and then a teenager and then an adult moving out. I get it now. Like, this last year and a half after having him has flown by. It's like every phase that he goes through is just gone with a snap of a finger. To me, that's like #1 priority right now. I want to soak that up. I want to be present for every single moment. So I'm gonna get this skit knocked out. By the time this is done, they'll be home and we'll be feeding little man. Dog, I'm supposed to be getting some work done. How am I gonna work with you open? Dada. Yeah, that's Dada. High five. What the fuck, dude? Baby, why are you always causing a ruckus for mom?
He has been pretty good at not doing that. Just
Uh-oh.
Here, eat your last piece of the cheese.
Hey, you're on the main channel today. Okay, go buy some merch on the store.
He was like, no.
This camera body though, I miss it. This is the OG camera body. So I got dial, I got all the C1s and C buttons.
I know where the record button is. The other one is always in a weird spot.
Bro, the FX3 has a giant record button right in the corner.
And I never know that it's there.
Oh, also, god damn it, I can't get your reaction with this.
Whoa!
Yeah!
Fancy.
So now you can,
Fancy. I don't know how you smash this down with a spatula.
Because you gotta have these right there. For any of my fitness peeps out there, you gentlemen eat ground beef. I seen some suggestions from some fitness guy on Instagram. When you cook ground beef, sear it, throw it on a hot pan, and almost make like a giant smash burger out of it. When I was eating ground beef every day for 75 hard, dude, it just gets old when you just like, is it mince it? Is that like the word that you?
Chop it up?
Chop it, yeah, like when you just chop it up into like fine ground beef, like you mix with anything, the shit just gets old, and it's just like, I mean, I like the taste of ground beef over anything. Like, I'm team ground beef over chicken any day of the week. But dude, this shit, it's like you're literally eating a hamburger out of a bowl. I know that's one of the bigger debates that people would mention when talking about the A7S or the A7 III, A7 IV, those sensors versus like the S3, the ZVE1, the FX3. With this being a 33 megapixel sensor compared to the 12 megapixel in the A7S III, you're not gonna get as good as low light as you previously would. But just like I was saying to the defense earlier, to where like the majority of content creators that could use something like a ZV-E1, an FX3, for the majority of content that they create, if they would post photos on like Instagram, for example, 12 megapixels is just fine. Like, it's not like you're taking photography that's gonna be blown up on the side of a building. And even still, I know creatives that didn't need a 33 megapixel sensor camera to take photography at a professional level that was gonna be blown up to large print. So just like I defend those cameras and I defend that sensor, on the flip side too, a lot of people will complain about like the A7V not having as good of low light. Dog, like, you're fine. This thing can still work pretty well in low light conditions. I just look at it as the aspect of being able to create content for the average user. I guess I'm just somebody that remembers that it wasn't that long ago, low light in cameras, like it didn't even compute. Like, no camera out there could really work well in any low light situation. And now with cameras like this, for example, people will shit on the idea that it's not as good as something like the FX3, but this is still better than what most cameras could accomplish like 6 years ago. Anyways, ending off my day, ironically, I'm actually gonna edit this entire vlog on my PC, so I'm gonna start transferring all that footage. But yeah, this is what a current day in the life looks like for me. This is a day in the life of a full-time content creator who streams. And adding the Sony A7V to that workflow is a pretty good upgrade. Let me know if any of you guys have any interest of upgrading to the A7V, or if you're just gonna stick with your A7 IV, or you're not even gonna look in either one of those directions because maybe you already got something that's way better. At the end of the day, guys, so remember, if you don't create anything with the expensive shit you have, it doesn't matter anyways. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm out, peace, deuces.